Hi guys, it's Paula and I hope you are doing well. I have missed you all so much. I haven't filmed a video in about a month. The video that was just posted recently, hopefully yesterday, was filmed a month ago and I've just been sitting on it. Life got busy. Everything's been fine. There's nothing wrong. But I had to, pick and choose how I was spending my 24 hours every day. And editing that video just kept getting put on the back burner, partially due to things that I had to do, like adulting responsibilities, and partially due to my obsession with reading books. So I read some books and finally I finished the last book and I was like, you are not starting another book until you get that video posted. So hopefully I am back on track, but I have a feeling I will slip again at some point because I know myself pretty well. This is the longest I've ever gone since starting my YouTube channel without posting a video. And it certainly wasn't a planned thing. When I filmed that video, I had no intention of waiting a month. Obviously, if I was taking a planned break, I would have made an announcement. I would have said like, hey guys, I'll see you guys in a month. I didn't think that was going to happen. I didn't see it coming, but like one day turned into 2 days turned into a week turned into 2 weeks. And before I knew it, it was like, oh, so much time has gone by. Do I even care? And I had some time to reflect a little bit and think like, is this really how I want to spend my free time, or a big chunk of my free time? Because it's a lot of time. It is a lot of time. And anybody who makes videos, and I know a lot of you guys that watch my videos also are content creators yourself, you know how much time this all takes to film and edit and post and make thumbnails and do all the stuff. And, I did reflect on it. And the truth is, I do think it's worth it. I don't want to give up. I don't want to quit YouTube anytime soon, but it was a good chance for me to reflect. It's nice to get a little side income. The income I make from YouTube is so much more than I ever imagined I would make. I never thought I would make really any money doing YouTube. So the fact that I'm making any money at all is a wonderful, shocking surprise. But the money I make is nowhere near enough for me to like quit my day job or to justify a lot of things in my life. Like it's great to have a couple extra $100 coming in. I love that. I make somewhere between like $250 and $400 on a good month. But obviously that's a great source of extra income. But at the end of the day, being a mom and having kids, I have to decide, how I want to spend my time. And ultimately those kiddos come first, and they have been busy little beavers. Hazel has been starting softball again. The softball season is back in and she's been playing really well. She's kind of at the top of her league right now. Her league is kindergarten through second grade and she's in second grade and she's playing really well. And Ron, of course, is still swimming. He's forever going to be swimming, and that is just quite a time suck. It is a huge amount of time, and it's just been busy. I'm also still trying to wrap up the school year. It's May. I get out on June 7th, so it's the final push. It's hard. I think every time I go to work, I'm looking at a bunch of coworkers who are just dragging their asses to work and just putting their best foot forward, and we're all struggling, but we still have another month to go. And so hopefully once the school year's over, I can start getting things in order, because part of my problem is that every aspect of my life feels like it's falling apart right now. And I've always enjoyed spreading myself thin to an extent. I like to do a lot of things. I have a lot of interests, and in order for me to enjoy all those interests, I can't commit myself fully to any one thing. I like to read, I like to craft, I like to, work on my minimalism, which takes work. I like to do YouTube videos and put makeup on. These are all different hobbies that I very much enjoy, and I've really gotten into gardening now, like a lot of you all as well. I've been growing my vegetables from seed for the first time ever, and there are a million weeds in my yard. So I spent, 6 hours total yesterday in my front yard just pulling weeds. I had to take a nap in between because I got really stiff and tired, and I laid down on the couch and took a 2-hour nap and then got back up and started reading again. Like that alone just takes up so much time. But it would be nice to feel like something was in control, like I was in control of some aspect of my life, but right now I'm not in control of any aspect of my life. Like the plates are all spinning and they're flying and they're crashing into the walls and breaking. And this is kind of where my life is at right now. That being said, you know, this is a lifestyle that I'm very accustomed to. I've been living this life for a very long time. I think a lot of people wouldn't be able to handle this level of chaos, but I thrive on chaos. This is fine with me. But I just had to make some difficult choices over the past month about how I was spending my time, and reading really was a way for me to like treat myself. You know, if I had some downtime, a half an hour, I wanted to treat myself to reading. And you know how books are. Once you get started and you get into the book, you know, it takes a minute to get into the new book. And then once you're in, like, you can't put it down, especially if it's a good book. And yeah, I've been reading a lot of series. So the second I finish one book, I want to jump right into the next book. So it's, you know, I was treating myself to a lot of books over the last couple of months, but I'm trying to reprioritize my YouTubing part-time job and reminding myself that this is something I do want to do and that I need to make time for it. The two things that finally like snapped me out of my like haze were, one, you guys. I mean, you guys reaching out to me, leaving comments, tracking me down in any way, shape, or form you could to check in on me and telling me you miss me. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you guys watching my old videos so that, you know, you're keeping me alive on the YouTube algorithms and, you know, supporting me in any way you could. I really, really, really appreciate it. But also the second thing that snapped me out of my funk was this Project Pan introduction. There was no way I was going to miss the Graveyard Project Pan for 2024. It ain't gonna happen. This is one of my favorite projects of a year, and I think I've been doing it. This is gonna be my 4th year doing it. And when I realized that these introductions were showing up in my YouTube feed, I was like, oh, heck no, Paula, you better get your act together and film a video because you are not missing the Graveyard Project Pan. So thank you, Emily and Max, for creating this project and getting me back into YouTube, because seriously, this project introduction was like the slap in the face I needed. Because once, you know, we were at the 1 month point, you know, once it had been a couple weeks of me not posting, it was easy to turn into like, what's one more day? What's one more day? What's one more day? And that's not a good place to be in. You know, you're just kind of like tumbling downhill. So between you guys reaching out to me and this project, I pulled myself up on my bootstraps, and here we are. So anyways, now that I've been rambling on for nearly 10 minutes, I am here to talk to you guys about the introduction for the Graveyard Project Pan. As I just mentioned, this project was created by Emily from Emily and Max. Emily has some really, really amazing projects under her belt that she's created that I very, very much enjoy, and this is one of them. It is 6 products at a time. It is rolling. It is a 6-month-long project that started on April 30th and will be ending on Halloween. Updates are every other month. We could pick our products from 2 separate categories. The first one being collecting cobwebs, which are products that have not been used in a long time and are getting a little dusty. And the second category being resurrection products. Those are products that were previously in Project Pans, but we didn't meet our goal on them for one reason or another, so we can resurrect them and attempt to meet our goal on them a second time around. Usually when I'm choosing my products for this introduction, I try to choose 3 from each category, 3 collecting cobwebs and 3 resurrection products, but I'm just doing whatever I want this time around. I have 5 collecting cobweb products, maybe 4, and only 1 or 2 resurrection products. If I'm being really honest, I'm not sure. One of the products I'm calling collecting cobwebs might be a resurrection product, but it has been so long since it's been in a project that it might as well be a collecting cobwebs product. So anyways, there's no rules about how many of each category we need to pick, but I usually do 3 and 3. This year it's 5 and 1. And I'm really looking forward to working on all of these products. Hopefully I chose well. We will see. I do feel like when I look at everything I'm project panning or everything that I put in a project as of January, I have made a dent in the overall amount. I really need to do a products I'm currently project panning video, but I still have a lot or enough. Like I have something for every category that I'm project panning right now. So there wasn't anything like, oh, thank goodness I can put this in a project. I really need to be working on this. No, it's all covered right now. This is just kind of adding to it. But even still, I'm really excited to be working on these products, especially since definitely 4 of them have never been in a project pan, possibly 5. I'm pretty sure that 5th one was in a project pan a long time ago. Let's get into it. Let's start with the Resurrection products. The first product I can't hold up the way I normally do because it is a crumbly mess and I still haven't repressed it. But this, you might recognize, was 1/2 of my Pan That palette for last year. This is the Maybelline Eye Studio in the shade Natural Shock. And this also made it into my Project Pan Roast for this year, where I properly shame myself for not meeting a goal. Now, obviously, with this just being a little 4-pan palette, I probably should have been able to finish the whole thing. But what really, really burned me at the end of the year when it was time to put this palette away was that I didn't hit pan on this 3rd shade right there. It is a gorgeous chocolatey brown. Focus. And I have a huge dip in there, a nice dip, but I did not hit pan. And that was that was a huge regret of mine. I really wish that I would have hit pan. I knew that I was going to have to get back to this at some point just to hit pan. I do also need to repress that broken white shade. And now we're going to do it. We're going to hit pan on that and we're going to repress the broken white shade in this project. The next item, which I believe is technically a Resurrection product, but I'm kind of counting as a collecting cobwebs because it has been so long since I've worked on this product, is a lip gloss. This is from Laura Mercier, and there are windows going almost all the way down to the bottom of this package. Do I need to work on another lip product right now? No, I do not. I have enough lip products right now, but I have been keeping an eye on this product since last year. I pulled it aside last year and was like, if I get a chance to work on it, I will. And it didn't happen at all last year. And then when I started pulling products for this project this year, I was like, no lip products, Paula. No lip products. You have too many lip products as it is. But my eyes just kept coming back to this. I want to finish it. This is a sample. This was I believe it was a gift with purchase. There's still plenty of product on the wand when I pull it out. The stopper is still in there. I haven't removed it, but this has to be over halfway gone. It has one of the most amazing smells I've ever smelled in a lip gloss. And I'm so grateful that this product hasn't gone bad because I've had it for many years already. And I want to use and enjoy every bit of this product so that it doesn't go bad and I don't waste anything. This is the shade Opal, right? Yes, this is the shade Opal. I don't know if Laura Mercier still makes these, but these are an amazing formula of lip gloss. They're very thin and they're non-sticky, but they have enough pigment that they show up. This is just kind of like a shimmery beigey shade that isn't metallic looking, but just kind of gives your lips a healthy, moisturized, wet look that I kind of love. And I would really like to use this and enjoy it and maybe finish it. Okay, these last 4 products, I believe, are all collecting cobwebs. First, we're going to do a deluxe sample of a perfume. This is Stella McCartney's Pop? Oh, I really should look up what the names of things are before I press record. I can't remember what this is called. I want to say Pop. I can't remember, but I bought this as a set probably after watching a Kathleen Lights video where she recommended this scent. And I have this scent in this little deluxe sample and I have this scent in a roller ball. I do not need both. I like this scent very much. I'm wearing it for the first time from this bottle today. The scent is lovely. And I think it's a good scent for this time of year. I think it's a nice spring summer scent, not too heavy, not too musky, just a nice, I don't know what kind of a scent it is, but it's nice and I like it. I do have 2 body sprays that I'm working on and a solid perfume. So like I was saying earlier, I don't really need to add to that. It would be better if I would feel a lot better if I'd finished at least one of those 3 products, but I would like to try and see if I could finish this over the next 6 months, in addition to finishing 2 body sprays and a solid perfume and 1 sample every month. We will see. Wish me luck. I think I can do it. The next product is a practical product. It's not something that I would normally pick, but it's something it's the one thing that I actually do need to be working on, and that is a skin colored or nude eyeshadow primer. This is the Too Faced Shadow Insurance in the shade Candlelight. I think it's got a little bit of a glowy tint to it, but nothing too shocking. But I'm pretty much done with the nude eyeshadow primer or eye base that I've been working on, and I do need to pull in another one. I have used this several times, but there's still just a ton of product. I doubt I'll be able to finish this in the next 6 months, but I do like to keep a skin colored eyeshadow base on hand for certain looks. Other looks I use colored eye bases as a primer, but for certain looks, I just want a skin colored or nude eyeshadow base, and this is going to replace the one that I've just about finished. All right, the next product is a ColourPop Super Shock Shadow. I have pulled in several ColourPop Super Shock Shadows into different projects over the past year. I've kind of gotten back into using these. This one is in the shade Cheeky. It has been used, but not much. It's pretty much brand new. It's a matte shadow. It looks like a matte peachy pink. And believe it or not, I don't have this shade of eyeshadow in any project right now. You would think with all of the eyeshadows I have in Project Pans that this would be there somewhere. Every peachy shade in my e.l.f. 100 pan palette is an orangey peach. And I'm really looking for a pinky peach to put in my crease and like transition area for certain eye looks. There's a shirt that I wear all the time. It's like a neon peach, and all the shades in my e.l.f. 100 pan palette are warmer and yellowier or orangier than the shade of that shirt. So I would like to pull this into this project and try it out in my crease and transition area. And the goal for this, of course, is just going to be to hit pan. If I can hit pan on the shadow, it will roll out of this project and I'll find something to replace it. But that's the goal for this. Hopefully I could do that. And the final product that I am bringing into this project is actually from a palette that I'm already working on. This is the Sephora, The Beauty of Giving Back face palette. And I have this palette currently in Pan and Every palette. And it looks like this. Here's what it looks like on the inside. This is, even after all these years, I still look at this palette and I just think, you are beautiful. This palette makes me so happy to look at. The shade I'm currently working on is this ombre bronzer over here in Pan and Every palette. It is going very, very slowly, even though I use it like 10 or 11 times a month. There's not even a dip forming in it. But the pan of product that I would like to bring into this project is actually right here. This is a cream blush. It doesn't have name. It doesn't have a name. None of these products have a name. No. Cream blush. It is called cream blush. But the cream blush that I've been working on, I don't want to give too many spoilers, but there's been a lot of changes to the cream blush that I've been working on for the past 4 years or so. And I intend to be rolling in my Mascara Beauty blush, cream blush, into another project very soon. But I also want to work on this cream blush too. So I'm actually going to be working on 2 cream blushes at the same time for a while. My goal for this one is also just to hit pan. So I'm hoping it won't take forever for me to hit pan on this and that it would be achievable for me to do that while trying to completely finish another cream blush. It might be overdoing it, but this is the cream blush I'm wearing today and I had it on yesterday as well. And I just really like it. It is a dusty dusty pink. It looks lighter. I feel like it looks a little bit lighter on camera than it actually is, but it's a pretty deep shade. I don't know, maybe that is what it looks like. Anyways, I think it's a really nice shade for summer when I have a little bit of a tan. As my skin gets a little bit more color to it, I'd like to wear a deeper blush. I know a lot of people reach for deeper blush in the fall, but for me, the time that I reach for the deepest blush is in the summer when I'm the tannest. That's kind of what makes sense to me. I'm not really tan yet. I'm just getting there. It's not even summer yet, but spring is getting underway and I am getting outside more and more. So I do anticipate getting a little bit more color throughout the next couple months, but I would like to try and hit pan on this shade in this project. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if I hit pan on this shade before I hit pan on this shade, which would be crazy, but I think it's not unrealistic because you know how it is when you're using cream makeup. I feel like I pick up more cream product than I do with the powder. This is a very pigmented powder. These are both very pigmented products, but this bronzer, I have to go easy on. I think I went a little too heavy on my bronzer one day this past week, and all my coworkers are like, "You've been getting some sun." And I'm like, oh no, I just put on too much makeup. I went a little too heavy on the bronzer, but they were all absolutely convinced that I had been sunbathing. And I was like, all right, we could roll with that. That's fine. Yep, I got too much sun. I don't need to tell you guys that it was a makeup, you know, mess up, but I'm pretty sure it was just a little too much bronzer that day. Anyways, this is the sixth and final product that I will be bringing into this project. I am so excited to be working on all of these products. Hopefully I could finish a couple. Hopefully I could hit a couple new pans. I do also definitely need to film an updated products I have pan on. It has been over a year since I've filmed one of those, and I do like to film those every 6 months, so I am long overdue for those videos as well. Just something to put in the back of my head on my to-do list, but in the meantime, I will get going on these 6 new products, and I will meet you back here in 2 months for my first update around June 30th. This is obviously a large group collab, and there are quite a few project panners doing this project. I believe you could find them using the hashtag Graveyard Project Pan, either here on YouTube or on Instagram as well. So definitely don't forget to subscribe to Emily if you're not already subscribed to her, and support the other project panners that are doing this project by clicking on their videos and giving them a like. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for being patient with me during my little unintended hiatus. I really appreciate it. You guys are the best. I'm the luckiest YouTuber on earth to have your support, to have you guys, you know, by my side. I really appreciate it. And again, I apologize for not reaching out. It just, like I said, it one day turned into 2, and before I knew it, a month had gone by and I hadn't posted a video, and I wasn't planning for that. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Take care, you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.